and welcome, my goblins, to yet another Legend of Dragoon episode, brought to you by this GM guy right here, doing all the crazy things, literally, as per last time, picking up where we left off. I'm even wearing the same shirt, because it's only been like 5 minutes, doing a thing. Discussing the fact that somehow, some way, this like $10 book, this $10 strategy guide from 20 years ago is now going for $100 on eBay, which is insane, especially considering there's so many guides online that are so much better. I've been using this one, or I will be using this one from now on, to help me through. So it is old school insanity right there. Suppose we should actually check to see how many additions we've gotten since we started the last episode. That was a screw up on my part. And we'll see how we're doing that way. Yeah, run fast. Go ahead and punt me. It's fine. And the thing that really highlights on the newer guides and stuff that you actually do see, you see bits and hints and pieces of, is that Dart is actually the worst character to have stuck as your main line, because he's not physically the strongest, he's not physically the fastest, he doesn't have the best magic attack, he doesn't have the best magic defense, he's just an all-arounder. So you can do whatever you want with him, but he'll never be the best at what he does, which is so sad, because he's your main fucking character. You think at the very least he'd be the strongest at something, but he's not. Even his magic type fire, being the Fire Dragoon, is actually one of the worst ones, because a lot of the enemies you face off against are fire, and one of the biggest bosses who uses magic, which is his weakest stat, is water. So the minute you transform, she one-shots you. Dead. So bad. Ah, my goodness. Hey, Beam, how's it going, my man? Been a while. Welcome to the stream. Cheers. Oh yeah, no worries, man. The only reason I'm not eating food at the moment is because my lovely wife person actually made me some toast before the stream started. Fortunately enough for me. You know what's really bad? Is that I forgot that I actually had the sound alerts thing going on. So if one of you had actually used the hello motherfucker in the past hour and a half, you would have scared the shit out of me. But nobody did. So we're good. Let's drink some water. Get all healed up. Also, Beam, really exciting news. I found my strategy book because of a pregnant cat. Like that's literally the reason. Because Daisy decided that she would absolutely love to climb behind my books, potentially knock a bunch of them off the shelf. I was like, no. And then I found it. I've been missing it for weeks. I didn't know where it went. Apparently it went behind my books. It's good. Alright, Mandrake and some tricky bats. I do hate tricky bats. They're so hard to hit. You also missed out on, like, the first little bit that I had going on here where I, for some reason, got 3 0-0 parts, like the middle mechanical guys by Kazas that just one-shot you. Yeah, I got 3 of them in a row. Well, then I got 1, and then 1 fight against the Trent because it got too far away, and then 2 in a row, and they just like almost wiped me out, and I'm like, that is not cool. You're supposed to be a rare mob that you see maybe 3 times in an entire playthrough, not 3 times in 3 minutes. It's frustrating. Anyway, on to the more pleasant stuff. Super stoked that it's actually starting to look like spring outside. I know this year's supposed to be like a cool year for us Albertan folks, but it's starting to look pretty good. Yeah. All right. And words and things. We've been discussing like what I actually want to do with the stream, with YouTube with YouTube peoples and stuff like that. So I think the vast agreement, the vast majority of us, all 3 of us at the moment, are agreeing that, you know, I need to maybe just finish out some of the games and cut back on the different amount of games that I'm playing. And Daisy, I swear to God, if you not go for my VR set, thank you. That's one thing I don't miss. Like, 'cause our cats are full grown now. They're no longer kittens. They're no longer as interested in knocking things off of shelves. That's one thing I do enjoy. One thing I did not miss about having a kitten. I remember Grayson, when he was younger, used to literally just hop up on stuff and go, meh, watch it fall, and then scare himself, because when it hit the ground, it would make him jump. And it would terrify him. I'm like, Cat, you just did that to yourself. I don't know why you're freaking out. It's literally you. But, so, that's a thing. Yeah, I'm hoping to get a little bit more done tonight. Also, I don't know if any of you have actually been playing Hit Riders. I think Obby and Chief, you guys haven't really played a whole lot. Chief, since we got you to Endgame, and Obby, since we got to CT14 with Ping. But I've been enjoying it. There's a bit of an exploit that was being used for a little while. I didn't know it was an exploit until I was reading about it, but I was guilty of using it too. Been patched now, it's fine. But that patch did actually reveal a bunch of new exploits, which people are using to get ridiculous damage. Because right now, when I crit in Outriders doing anything, I get maybe 200,000 damage as a Devastator. So I'm a tank. I'm not supposed to get a huge amount of damage. But people are getting over 2 million. And, like, I can clear CT14. I'm not going to get gold, I get bronze. But I can clear CT14 doing 200,000 damage. And these people are somehow getting 2 million damage, clearing most of the stuff in under 3 minutes. And I'm like, what the shit? And I wish I could take advantage of the exploit, but it's for Technomancers. And the really stupid thing is, it requires you to only have purples. That's it. You don't need legendaries. It's good to have a legendary gun, but you don't need them. Yeah. Oh, what was that? I may have to put Daisy back in the room if she keeps doing silly stuff. I don't know where she went. Well, it's official, folks. I've lost a cat. I'm gonna find her in a couple months, obviously. She certainly is. I still haven't checked my additions. We're 7 minutes into this, and I have not checked my. I said 8 minutes. We're 8 minutes in, not 7. I'm just silly and rounding the wrong way. It's one of those things that, like, I don't think a whole lot of people know. But were you aware there's actually a scientific way to determine to how many places you should round in a given equation? Yeah. For some reason, someone felt the need to do this. And it is, I don't know why. It is not necessary. Because the vast majority of questions you answer are actually like, hey, put this to within 3 decimal places. You know, answer this to within 2 decimal places. You only need 4 decimal places for this. But there is a way, a set of equations you can use to determine how many decimal places you require if they don't give you that, if they don't give you the requirement there. I don't know why that is necessary, but it is necessary entirely. And it all depends on whether or not you're multiplying or adding them, subtracting, or dividing to determine how many places, how many decimal places you should round something off. And if you have multiple of each in your thing, you have to do this equation each time for each one. And then for any of the answers that are like, if you have multiple different answers, then you add those together or multiply those together and you get... Science is sometimes needlessly complicated. Hello, Daisy. No, you're going on the floor. Thank you. I found the cat by the... Oh, she found me. She's being a little troublemaker. I don't know why she's obsessed with going up on the collectible shelf, but she's obsessed with going up on the collectible shelf. Which, I mean, it wouldn't be so bad, but I have a family heirloom up there, which I really don't want to break. Yeah, no, I have finally come to the conclusion that I'm just gonna have to rework my bookshelf so she can't get back there, because she's just behind the books again. I'm hiding, I think. All right, that is hello. Yeah, I'm sorry, folks. I will be right back. I gotta deal with a Prego kitty who's just being a fucking troublemaker. See? Trouble. She's squeaking to gain pity, but she's just a troublemaker. Aren't you? Huh? Aren't you just a troublemaker? Just a tiny little terror? Alright, you're going there for now. Okay. Alright. We're good. We're fine. Okay. Tiny Terror dealt with. I'm sorry, Tiny Terror. I'm sorry. But what are you gonna do? She's insistent on attempting to jump on a shelf that I really don't want her to jump on. Or did jumping in my books. Which is, I mean, there are some actually expensive books back there. I'd rather not have her, like, drag one out and pee on it, because I can only imagine that she would. Again, not my cat. I don't know how well she's trained. Who knows? Maybe she's been trained to urinate on valuable books. Although I did lose my most valuable books. I'm not sure if I've ever told you guys this, but I lost my most valuable books in a move, and we recently figured out where they went. They actually went to one of my relatives, and they deny ever having them. No, you're wrong. Loyler is a tiny ball of fury. Daisy's the Tiny Terror. So that's how we do. I got my tiny ball of fury and my Tiny Terror. Yeah, you better apologize. That's right. Well, hello to you too, Abby. I mean, we've already been talking for a little while, but you know, I was prepared for that. I'm not entirely sure you can. I can't even check if you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Because I'm pretty sure you can, but not entirely positive. All right, hi Chief. How's it going? It is. Oh no. I don't know if you, like, I don't think you guys can see it, but it completely blocks my view of when I'm doing additions. Oh, that is Troll Town. That is awful. I'm, like, relying on instinct at the moment. Is this just the episode of the Hello Motherfucker? Is that what's gonna happen here? Every time I try to do a combo, you guys will be like, haha! I've been told that I should take some clips of like Alien Isolation and add that in there to my stream, just be like random Alien Isolation sounds, a good 5-6 seconds of them. I'm like, maybe not. Maybe that's terrifying. Maybe I would probably pee myself, like in the middle of playing Legend of Dragoon, and all of a sudden, just the click clack and the oh no. That wasn't you, Chief. Actually, it was what's his name? Protogen. Cheers, Abby. Double Punch is getting a little bit stronger now, at least. And again, I am so scatterbrained. It's probably it's. I'm gonna blame it on Prego Cato. That's what I'm gonna blame it on. You may have, Chief, but the first person to actually do it was Proto, and that was... Jesus. Gotta be a long time ago now. Well, I say that, but it actually might have been you first. I'm not sure. I remember Proto doing it. I kind of have a fuzzy memory of you doing it too. It may have been you first. Proper order and all that. I sometimes forget it. Just chilling to the music. That's, oh, it's so good. I didn't check what Haschel was at. Double punches at 50. Haschel is leveling so much faster than friggin' Lavitz. I wish Lavitz was a little faster. I'll be honest, a lot faster. He's just super slow. Yeah, is that what you wanted, Abby? Just me to sing a little bit? It's not really singing, it's vocalizing. But yeah. I love that double punch doing 0 damage because of a physical barrier. See, the thing is, Abby, as I can quite literally see that you do actually have video game audio at the moment. See, I was smart enough to double check my desktop audio before I started playing. So I know it's actually working. But thank you! It was a brilliant attempt. Well, we're not going to be killing these guys anytime soon. All those physical attack barriers preventing us from doing any damage whatsoever. But that's a good excuse to actually get some level ups in our additions. Well, that's unfortunate. Maybe I'll take a quick break between the next one and actually crank it up just a little more then. I suppose it's also unfair. Like, Haschel is literally twice as fast as Lavitz, and his addition is a simple double punch. It's really hard to justify that being upset at the fact that he's growing so much faster than Lavitz. It's like he's getting 3 or 4 in per combat, so yeah. I had to blink there. I'm like trying to delay the blink until after the gust of wind dance because damn, it's hard to do. But yeah. Alright, we're at 9343. We're pretty close to getting our first legendary item, which is really early in the game. It's super early in the game for. It's one of those things where sometimes I wish I actually had a Game Shark for this game. Whew. But I can't tell you why, for story reasons. I can tell you that it's coming up soon. The end of the next area that we go to, you'll know why I wanted a Game Shark. But right now, we're just grinding away, doing the boring, having some shadow fun times, trying to ignore the Prego Cato, who is just meowing like nobody's business, wanting attention. Most likely because I took her away from the books. It's true. Alright, let's give it a poke. There we go. Just does so much damage. Like, in comparison to everything else that I have right now, I think that's the heaviest damaging thing, because even Volcano doesn't even come close. Alright. But I think like where we're going next is actually Helena Prison, which we've been to before. We've seen in the videos. You do know that we have escaped out of there previously. That's actually where we met up with Lavitz the first time, where we broke Shauna out of prison. We fought Frugal. Didn't kill him because he's a giant fucking blubber thing that doesn't die easily. So that's a thing we have to deal with. And then we should actually be seeing Dart level up to Dragoon Soul 4 pretty quick here. He's been at 3 for a while. That was a little too fast. Sorry, Lavitz. Nope, Hashel's down. Man down, man down. Nope, is that 2 men down? Nope, Lavitz is sturdy. You got this, buddy. You don't got this, buddy. I mean, you killed him, but that counter, oof, whiff. Alright. Also, is this a better camera position for you guys? I figured it might work a little better. The only thing it blocks is Dart's level, but that's not important ever. No. Let's go get some healing done. Alright, Healy pool time. It does the healing. Okay. Gorgeous, beautiful, and amazing. Alright. It's literally been like 3... It's going to be like 3 solid episodes of grinding. That's what we're doing right now. I probably should have actually done this off stream, but off YouTube as well. But I know you folks enjoy this beautiful bearded face enough to deal with my constant blabbering about random nonsense. I can't wait to actually play the fan remake of this game. Because the minute that becomes an open beta thing where I can actually test it and give some feedback, you know I will be doing that. 100%. No doubt. We're going to be digging right into that. So that's definitely a thing that I think most of us can look forward to. Because it is... Like, I can't even express how much I can't wait to see these with, like, HD textures. Anyone else, like, super stoked for that kind of thing? Because, so good. Alright, Lavitz, you can do it. I believe in you. There's another one down. I figure it's, like, 2 to 3, like, 2/3 of the time we actually do get that right. Roughly. I don't know. I'm probably like maybe close to half. Who knows? Who knows? I do not have a dedicated enough fan base where they're going to go back and like pick through my videos and say, actually, you were wrong. You get it like 49 out of 100. So it's good. Also, I was worried, Obby. I thought you were going to troll me with a bunch of hydrates and force me to create a new cooldown for hydrates. You know what I should probably do? I should probably save. Because we haven't done that in almost 2 hours. 2 hours of game time, that is. Alright, so we're going to get some choppa done. Maybe not. Thing is, like, if you guys can barely hear the game audio, this is one of those games where I'll be like, yeah, whatever, I can totally remake the sounds because I know all of them. Not that I would, because that would be embarrassing as balls, but yeah, no, I totally could. I totally could. Ah, oh, come on, run fast. Need to die. Dude, I don't know if you've heard about this, but Obby, Vine died. It died. It's gone forever. You're never getting it back. I'm sorry. Only 600 away. To be fair, we've been grinding a lot. We've done a whole lot of grinding to get this far. Oh, I was going to save. Right. I need to stop forgetting the things that I am doing. It's like the didn't actually get to check till like the 4th time through, check the additions kind of thing, which I think we'll do when we're done here. I'm aware, Abby. I'm just making sure you do know, because you're an old man. You have a hard time getting with the times. So I want to make sure you knew. You weren't like operating off of news from 100 years ago, Mr. Dinosaur. See, I say that, and I'm about to hit the big 3-0, not too far away from here. Like that's. I say not too far. It's at the end of the year, so I got a lot of time to enjoy not being 30. But I'll have to change my bio, because it's not going to be a nearly 30-something. It will be a 30-something. You know what? You know what's absolutely fantastic, though, Abby, is I get to enjoy that uphill just a little bit longer. Just a little. Yeah. 9,500. We broke 9,500, which is fantastic and amazing and beautiful, and all of those things wrapped into one tiny convenient package, obviously. All right. Let's see if we can't... what do we have for additions anyway? I keep checking. I should just count, but my head just doesn't... Nah. Yeah. 55 out of 60. I'm not going to lie. I am tempted just to skip along to Helena, but... I don't know. It's 25 more. Honestly, Abby, you're kind of sounding like the Onirigen from last night. I thought I did a pretty good job making the Onirigen sound crazy AF, while still giving you guys a hint as to his weaknesses. Thinking we're just going to start guarding with Dart and just pound through the additions with Hashel and Lavitz. Just because it's with him interfering, it's taking just a bit too long, and we're already at the point where we're strong enough for the Dragoon Spirit. Like, having a 3rd tier Dragoon Spirit this early in the game is really good. Even like the official strategy guide from Prima is like, yeah, you should hit Dragoon level 3 around halfway through disc 2, and we're still in disc 1, so we're a little ahead of the curve. And again, I don't think very many people enjoy grinding through RPGs as much as I do. It's just a really, really fun thing for me. I love doing it. Just the feeling of that incremental strength gain, which is why I enjoy idle games so much, I think. It's just like, even just a small bit of incremental gain is all I need, and that keeps me hooked for a little while. Which is why games like Diablo kind of lose me, because you have that initial like really strong gain. And you're constantly getting levels, you're constantly getting better items, and then end game it slows down to the point where you can do 5 or 6 runs before you get anything good at all. Yeah, but see, thing is like for Pokemon, and it is a game where I messed that up because I was reading. It's a game where you always do incrementally get stronger. It doesn't matter what you're doing in Pokemon, as long as you're fighting or walking or gym battles, you're always going to incrementally get stronger. So it's also a game that, like, it's an RPG that I really enjoy grinding at as well, because it's just fun. Like, because there's always something you can do to be stronger. Not necessarily. There are definite limits to some RPGs where you're not going to get any stronger regardless of how hard you try. Like the level skill caps and stuff like that. And they're pretty high up there, but it all depends. Like, Diablo is kind of an RPG. Kind of. Is Diablo actually classified as an RPG? I don't know, but it's that game style, right? That where there's at a point where unless you're willing to dedicate hundreds and hundreds of hours, you're not going to get any stronger. You reach this cap where it's just, you're done. See, but there are dungeon crawlers, like there's Isaac, where you don't incrementally get better in any other way other than your own personal skill, that I really do enjoy for some reason. It's kind of why I've never really enjoyed a whole lot of roguelikes, is because you don't incrementally get better. You don't really get better at all, except for your own personal skill. You don't get to keep the sword that slays the demons. You just, maybe next time you get to pick it up, maybe not. Who knows? Alright, let's stab a tricky bat. There we go. Got the stabbing in. Double punch. Alrighty, we're going to end this fight off real quick here. I say real quick, but we're guarding with Dart because we don't need him to level up anymore. That's gonna be a, yep, that's what I thought. It's Hashel's turn. Dude just gets way more damage out than Lavitz does because of his speed. Even though he's an old fucking man, he's faster than Lavitz. Because Lavitz is like 20, 21, I think. But no, Hashel, who's in his 60s, is like super speedy in comparison. But thank you, my goblins, for joining me. I'm going to leave you there. It's been a fantastic time. I'll see you in a few days.